For the best prices and service on Pokemon TCG singles and products, check out ccgcastle.com and use promo code Evolutionaries-5 for 5% off your next order.
What's up, guys? And here, and today I've got another expanded deck profile / Pokemon Online battles for you guys. And today's expanded deck is going to be, so you guys can see, the Gengar Mimikyu from Team Up, and we're going to be pairing him up with Omastar. And yeah, we have very few Pokemon in this deck, as you guys can see. We literally have 6 Pokemon in here, not including our unidentified fossil, but that's okay. That's actually okay. So before I say anything else about this crazy deck, I just want to give a shout out to my friend Beezeroni and Cheese. You guys know her from Twitch. She actually helped me a lot with this deck here, so big thank you and shout out to her. So let's go ahead and take an actual look at this guy right here. This is one of the new Tag Team Pokemon GX that we got from Team Up. So basic 240, pretty tanky. And it's got 2 attacks here, Poltergeist and Horror House. Poltergeist for 2 psychic energy does 50 damage times the amount of trainer cards that are in your opponent's hand, and of course they have to reveal their hand. So that gives you a lot of information, not to mention you do 50 for each trainer there, so this is usually going to do a lot of damage. And Horror House GX says that your opponent can't play any cards from their hand during their next turn, and this Pokemon has at least 1 extra psychic energy attached to it in addition to its cost. Each player draws cards until they have 7 cards in hand. So yeah, it's kind of bad that your opponent gets to draw 2, but they can't play anything on their next turn, so it just fills up their hand, filled with trainer cards and filled with you to do the damage. And we are going to be running 2 copies of Omastar here from Team Up as well, with the ability Fossil Bind. As long as you have fewer Pokemon played than your opponents, they cannot play any item cards from their hand. So it's an item lock entirely on your opponent, and it's not even an attack. So, but the cost is you have to have fewer Pokemon than your opponent, which is why we run such a low count here. And it sounds weird, but we almost want our opponent to draw as many cards as they can, and have as much Pokemon as they can out. So we lock them out of items, and we keep dealing them damage for each trainer in their hand. And there is one Mr. Mime in here because bench sniping is kind of a big thing in Expanded right now. So that's why I've got him there. And now for our supports, we have 4 supports, our item trainer cards in general. I don't know why I said it like that. So we've got 4 copies of Acrobike here. We have 2 Pokepuff. Now this one's a little weird, like, I never thought I'd be playing this card here, but it actually makes a lot of sense for this particular deck, because we want our opponents to have more Pokemon than us, so we can lock them out of items. And of course, Dowsing Machine. It's either going to be this or Computer Search. Like, as far as A-Specs go for Expanded, this or Computer Search are your only 2 realistic options. There's like maybe 1 or 2 decks that could use Life Dew, but other than that, Dowsing Machine and Computer Search are definitely the way to go. Just being able to get a trainer back from your discard is so amazing. And we are running 2 Fossil Excavation Map. You search your deck for an unidentified fossil and put it to your hand, or you get to put an unidentified fossil from your discard pile into your hand. And of course, we are running the 2 unidentified fossil. You play as everywhere a 60 HP Pokemon, and any time before you attack, you may discard this card from play. So it's basically just an item Pokemon that we use to evolve into our Omastar here. And going down for our items, we have 4 copies of Order Pad. Just being able to have a chance to search for any item card is so busted. And like, flipping a coin, yeah, it's iffy, but like, honestly, it's worth it, especially in this deck. We have 2 copies of Peking Red Card. Not only do you get to see into your opponent's hand, but you can have them shuffle cards from their hand to their deck and draw that many cards. So you use it and say they don't have a lot of trainers in their hand. Because it does happen. It does happen from time to time that your opponent is not going to have a lot of trainers. You get to reset their hand with this, and just push for them to have more trainers in their hand. You deal the damage. And we are running 2 Professor's Letter here, just to be able to search off our psychic energy. 3 copies of Random Receiver. We're not running too many supporters in this deck, so having Random Receiver will really help us out quite a bit. And of course, we already have our 3 Rare Candy here, just to evolve from an unidentified fossil into our Omastar. 1 copy of Switch, self-explanatory. We've got 4 trainers mail here, just additional search for all of our items and anything trainer-wise we would need. For Ultra Ball, again, self-explanatory. We've got Alter the Moon here. Being able to reduce anything with a Psychic Energy or Dark by 2 colorless. With the retreat is really good, because not only does it give our Gengar here for retreat, but also our Amistar here for retreat, in case they decide to Guzma or Lysander him up. That way we always have a way to get him out. Speaking of Guzmas, I am running 2 Guzmas in this deck. Also going to be running 3 copies of Lily, just because this is really going to be, for this particular deck, this is going to be our best draw supporter. We have 2 Pokemon Center Lady, just in case, and we have 2 Sabrina Suggestion. It's just a new card that we're trying out right now. It's actually pretty fun, and pretty crazy to use sometimes. You have your opponent reveal their hand, and you can pick any supporter that you see from their hand, and you can use it as the effect of that card. So say they have like a Sycamore and Lysander Guzma, anything like that, Colress even, boom, you go ahead and use it with Sabrina. So that's really, really good. Gonna be running 2 copies of Fighting Fury Belts. We're already doing a lot of damage with this deck, and just being able to increase our HP is gonna help us a lot. Mainly because there are very heavy hitters out there with Tag Team, specifically Pikarom. So yeah, we want to be able to survive Pikarom. We have 1 weakness policy, because Zoroark is, as much as I love him, and Zoroark is everything to me, Zoroark is also a big problem for this deck, so 1 type of weakness policy to help us out with that, and we have 6 Psychic Energy. And that's about it. Honestly, the list itself isn't really too difficult, and the playstyle of itself really isn't that difficult either. It's a pretty straightforward deck, just item lock, hit your opponent really hard, and just make them have a bad day with this deck. Alright, let's see what our first match here entails. We have Colorless fighting Psychic and Electric. There's so many things that could be. Alright, and it looks like our opponent here is most likely to be going first, which actually isn't too big of a deal for us. Like, if we end up going first, attacking second, we could either Horror House something, and oh, he's letting us go first. Very interesting decision. Why am I starting with a Mr. Mime? Ugh. Then again, that's like one. I have a 1/4 chance of starting with a Mr. Mime. That's like the only downside to him. Is that your chances of starting with the Mime are not as low as you would think. But I mean, hey, if we're going first, then can't complain too much. Alright, first let's go ahead and play the Pokepuff. Alright, so there's Night March here, and their hand is actually kind of stupid. Gotta go ahead and have to attach. Play Lily. One hand I can get the Fossil guaranteed. Nah, I'm better off with the Order Pad. I need to set up the Gengar. And we didn't get that one, so gonna have to just pass. Okay, now it's already beating me. Why am I starting with Mr. Mime? Alright guys, let's go ahead and see what our first match here entails. We have, ooh, we're going up against Dark here. Oh boy. Do we have Zoroark? Zoroark would actually be troublesome. Highly troublesome, actually. So they literally just need a full bench to knock us out. But they really don't need a lot, but luckily that's why we have the weakness policy. And they're going to be going first, which isn't too bad. It's honestly not bad for us to go second, because then we can just Horror House on our first turn, just to prevent them from doing anything, which is definitely going to be good for us, especially considering that we're facing Dark here. And how many times I have to... Okay, I only mulliganed once. That's not too bad. Normally with this deck, like one of its downsides that up/downsides that you end up mulliganing a lot, but it fills up their hand for more damage with Horror House. So, and what the? I see Lugia. I did not see that coming. I'll be honest. Wait, was that Ether? What? What is going on here? Like, I like what's going on, but at the same time, what? Okay, so there's the Darkrai. Okay, so it's a Darkrai. That could actually be very troublesome. Order pad. Go ahead and let's go ahead and get out the professor's letter. Attach. Let's go ahead and play Acrobike. Ooh, perfect. Play Alter the Moon. Let's see what's in our opponent's hand. Okay, he has 3 trainers in hand. So that has me do 150. Actually, we'll let him keep that hand. So honestly, it's not too much of a threat to us. Go ahead and get those 2 for Umstar. And we'll keep them there for next turn. Now we'll use Horror House for knockout. Not for knockout, wow. I wish Horror House can knock out. He's gonna damage us a bit here with Arrow Ball. And let's see here, what can I even do? I have to attach return. Acrobike. I was gonna say hope for the rare candy, but doesn't look like that's happening. Now let's see if he has a. Let's see if he drew into a Pokemon to play down. No, he did not. Okay, so 51, 150, 200. He's got 200 there. Actually, let's go ahead and Sabrina for Guzma. Because we have got to get rid of that Darkrai. And since we're doing 200 damage minus 20, that's still one-shotting it. Fossil Excavation. From discard pile to hand. Go ahead and play that. And as we said there, knockout, even with resistance. I'm honestly not too worried about the Lugia at this moment. This Darkrai was a far bigger threat. So right now he's just going to do like 80 to me, maybe 100 if he draws into an energy. Which even then, I still have plenty of health. Especially if he doesn't really put down much. Next turn I could just knock out the Lugia again. Yeah, we're in a pretty good spot right now. It's just, that Darkrai had to go. And they're like, no. Was not having that Darkrai there. So next turn I get to attach. Team Flare Grunts, okay. I mean, on one hand I get that he doesn't want me to knock him out, but the other hand, like, I don't want to be reducing your damage like that. Alright, so let's look at his hand again. Do we have enough? 51, 152. Oh wow, his hand's nothing but trainers. Nope. I actually do not want him to Get rid of that. So let's go ahead and play a random receiver for Lily. For us to be able to use that next turn. What else is there? Do have an Ultra Ball in there. Then we'll go there 110. Now I'll make it 250. Yeah. Should be okay. Because even with all that energy going to this Lugia, yeah, at most he would have just done 110, and thanks to my Fighting Fury, I would have survived it. So, yeah, we definitely had that game in the bag. It was interesting to see Lugia with Darkrai, but luckily we had everything of his locked down, basically. Alright, guys, match number 2. And I see a really dope-looking Mega Ray coin. Man, I wish Mega Ray would make a comeback. To me, it's actually one of the few decks that actually could still potentially do well in our current expanded. That and the Steam Siege Mega Gardevoir, mainly because of Giratina from Lost Thunder and all that. So those are about 2 Megas I think have some potential still. But I doubt that we're going to see Megas make a comeback anytime soon. They're going to have to get like new GXs or something like that for them to be played again. And I really don't see Pokemon doing that in the near future, unfortunately. And only 2 mulligans, not bad. Plus we have a unidentified rare candy and a Lily. So all in all, pretty good. Honestly, a good hand I have nothing bad to say against. So I see cabbage. See the cabbage. So I wonder what kind of cabbage deck this is. Is he going to be playing this with the Celebi Venusaur? Is he going to be playing this with Shining Genesect? And we're about to find out. There's lots of things he could be playing that with. Two grass. Ooh. Surprising. I guess that just speaks of what else is in his hand he didn't want to get rid of. Okay, so it's the Celebi Venusaur he's playing it with. Oh man, the flashbacks. Oh, thank God he whiffed on that. Alright, so hopefully he's not going to be doing too much next turn. Ooh, Tapu Lele. That helps our chances with item locks, so I'm not going to complain too much. And a Cynthia. Fine with that as well. More cards in hand, more trainers, more damage I'm doing. Which, that's good, because I need to get rid of that thing ASAP. I'm still salty about the last time I faced off against that Celebi Venusaur. It's so annoying. Alright, so he's got the rare candy for next turn for himself. That's perfectly fine. Horror House, he won't be able to evolve or do anything. And hopefully with all that, I'll have a Guzma and a way to retreat. So I can go ahead and try and knock that thing out. Burn, Confuse, and Poison. That is just so disgusting. And that is a Virizion. Not a bad card, actually. You can draw 2, 50, and has 80 more. You play a supporter. For 2 energy, only 1 with the stage 2 Venusaur, so it's actually not a bad way to go. And luckily, we do have Pokemon Center Lady to heal up our damage and special conditions. Does it heal just 1 or all? Okay, it removes all special conditions. Perfect. So go ahead, Horror House. Ooh. Get rid of Puff. Now to get rid of Fighting Fury. Let's go for the Amistar. Rare Candy into that. Now let's hope for a Sabrina. Lily works too, honestly. I was saying Sabrina more just to see what's in my opponent's hand. Okay, so we have 51, 150. Oh, wow. So he actually had a really good hand there. Well, I mean, he still has, but like he could have gone to Venusaur, Attach, gone for the end. Like, man, there's a lot he could have done. My opponent plays an end. I'm a little sad by that, actually. Won't lie, a little sad by that, but that's fine. Okay, we got the center lady. That's all I care about. That is honestly all I care about is that we have the center lady. That is just disgusting. But you know what, Pokemon Center Lady? Take that. Alright, so Peak and Red card. Let's play it. So 51. It's just 100. Actually, yeah, regardless, I do. Because he could just Heart Evolve eventually into that. And that would not be good. So let's go ahead. Poltergeist. Let's do 51. 150. Ooh, Scramble Switch. Interesting choice. That's another card that like I did experiment with back in the day. And like back then it was actually pretty good. Heal all damage on his Pokemon if this Pokemon has at least one extra grass energy, shuffle all cards from your discard pile into your deck. Huh. Not bad. So luckily here, without a doubt, we'll be able to knock out this guy here next turn. So, yeah. Pretty good so far. Pretty good. Alright, so he's just going to be probably planning his next move. I really hope he doesn't rage quit. I'll be honest with you guys, I've had so many rage quits here. And I've done so many edits because of it. I really hope this isn't another one. Let's see, another Pollen Hazard. That's perfectly fine. I got another Center Lady right here. Damage. Yes, we're healing up that Gengar for sure. Let's go for the Acrobike. Ooh, Dowsing Machine for sure. Have an Ultra Ball in there. Now, actually, what am I doing? I need to just go for the Lily. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm just gonna go Dowsing Machine for the Lily. Again, was it the Ultra Ball? Oh wait, I Center Ladied. Oh, what's wrong with me? What is the matter with me? Alright, so we get to take 3 prizes here. And we just need to knock out one more of anything and we've got him. Alright, so this guy's gonna do 60 and poison us. Oh, rude. That is highly rude. Okay, how many... Alter the Moon? Okay, we only have one Alter the Moon in there. Good. Okay, so put any number of your Pokemon in play and all cards attached to them into your hand. Huh. It's actually pretty smart of him. Because with that, he gets rid of the item lock. But unfortunately, with that, he's going to give us a chance to do a lot more damage. So 51. Yeah, we're definitely going to make him red card all. Speaking of red card all, that'll have him red card all of that away. Alright, first let's Acrobike here. go for the Guzma. Unidentified fossil. Cards. Let's attach. And Lily. Really hope we could get... Really hoping we could get that other altar. If we can get that altar, we most likely have game right here. Sabrina and a Guzma. Do we have the other altar? Okay, we do. We do have the other altar. Do we get it? Nope. And we're just gonna have to pass our turn there. Need just one more turn. I'll just do that, hard retreat, and then do the damage from there. He's definitely not under item lock anymore, but that's alright. I will again give him credit for that breeze away. It was a little bit of a desperate move, but he needed his items back badly, and he made sure to do just that. Ooh, loading up a Lele. Alright, so hopefully what's in his hand will be enough for me to get knockout. So he better be careful. One more Pokemon and... Well, then again, he's knocking me out anyway, so... I take that back. There's really no point in worrying about that. So bring him up. Attach. So Sabrina, so 51, 150, 200. Okay, yeah, we've got it, but... Actually, she'll play, man. Oh, now we draw into it. Alright, so we got this. We got it. And I'll pull up you guys for the 200 for game. Alrighty. Definitely an interesting matchup right there. So let me go back and once it's done doing all that, go back and give you guys one last look at the deck. Again, if it wants to today. But it's, oh, okay, there we go. So I was wondering what was going on. Alright guys, so thank you very much for joining me for this video here today. I wanted to give you guys one more battle, but like honestly, I'm not even kidding. I've been here for like over an hour because literally everyone kept rage quitting against this. Like they would see what I'm playing and I would be out to a bad start and they would still just scoop immediately. Just scoop, 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 scoop. It's like, wasn't fun. Like, honestly, I would have probably kept that Venusaur battle even if I lost it. Like, that's how bad it was. But, luckily, I didn't. So, again, guys, thank you so much for joining us here today. If you like this deck profile, what you see, be sure to smash that subscribe button, like, and comment down below. And be sure to hit that notification bell to always be updated on when we do our videos and stuff like that. Hope you guys are enjoying the expanded decks here that you all are seeing. And... now I can make this official announcement that I will be at Daytona Regionals coming April 20th. I will not be actually participating in the Regionals. I'll just be doing side events and just enjoy Daytona throughout the whole day. So I'll be there the whole weekend, and I will be spending a lot of time, though, at the regional event. So if you guys see me, come say hi. And one of the days I will be trying to cosplay as N, so hopefully if I can get the wig and everything together. So, yeah, with that, guys, thank you so much once again. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you all next time.